Well, John, a victory with 10 men, certainly not something to be underestimated. What's your take on tonight?
Really happy with the win and the fact that we through to the next round in the cup, and the performance on the whole I thought was excellent, particularly in the second half where the lads just properly dug in and was still a real threat on the break as well. That was really pleasing. The work rate was absolutely outstanding. A lot I think had gone against us in the past 72 hours with the fact that we obviously lost our first game for a long time on Sunday, 2 injuries. I had a very quick turnaround with this game today, and then after 20 minutes found myself down to 10 men, and we thought, oh, this is a very interesting one. So yeah, really pleased, and I actually thought the performance in the second half was superb.
Yeah, how important was it to get this victory and grind out the result, obviously taking into account the things you mentioned there?
Really important. We wanted to get through to the second round. That was the first thing that was sort of paramount on our minds. We really wanted to make sure that we qualified. Hence, when we were always going to make the changes because of the quick turnaround. But I still felt we had a really strong side out with some players that we have played a lot of minutes in the league. We take the competition really seriously. Hence, obviously, we've come away from the group stages with 2 excellent results, one indifferent, one against Fulham, and I think with everything, like you said, that's gone against us over the past 72 hours, it seemed like the luck was sort of building against us, but to pull through and be as good as we were, I thought, credit to the boys because they were excellent.
What was your half-time message, taking into account the man disadvantage?
It was mainly tactical. As soon as we went down to 10 men, we changed shape and it didn't work. So I think 5 minutes later we decided to move Harry to right back, and it worked a lot better from that point of view. And Harry had an involvement in the first goal. And then we just looked a lot more solid. The most important thing for us was trying to get a bit more pressure on the ball. We couldn't get any pressure on the ball when we first went down to 10 men. And it's difficult. We were already sort of shuffling players around here and there. And so when we went down to 10, we had to think outside the box. Zach played at centre-half for large periods of the game, and he was brilliant, I thought. And so the half-time team talk was, a bit of it was tactical, and a bit of it was to make sure that we come out here with a victory and hold our heads high, which the boys did.
What can this win do for the lads who did play tonight?
I think that they've all covered themselves really well. I don't want to say cover themselves in glory, but they have in a way. So I think they've done. All the individuals have benefited themselves from performances tonight, and that's the most important thing. And we obviously wanted to win the game. That's the primary focus here, and then secondary we get the fitness in. And if we could get performances that give me a headache and show me what players can do, then that's great for me going into the weekend, because team selection is something that we should always be pushing for. Lads should always want to get into the side, and tonight we've seen some really solid performances from the boys.
Yeah, it was 11 changes, and those headaches you mentioned, have you got any ahead of the weekend now?
I think so, yeah. We've obviously got headaches in terms of the 2 injuries that have come out of the side, but we've got 11 performances there that I think they're all excellent, to be honest. So yeah, some really difficult decisions I think to make ahead of the Charlton game on Saturday.
And just finally, a word on the supporters who really came out in their numbers on a cold Tuesday night in London, supporting the team here.
I shouldn't be surprised, but I turned to John after I walked out of the tunnel, and I don't know, there were over 1,000 away fans for a Tuesday night game in London, which is a long way. And I was genuinely shocked. I just think it just volumes about the away supporters we've got here, the level of interest and support that the fans throw behind the team, and it wasn't lost on us. And thankfully, we managed to reward them again at Leyton Orient with a good performance. It was like a league game, to be honest, for us, because sometimes the atmospheres in these games can die a death. Because the crowd is so sparse. But yeah, I was honestly taken aback and confirmed that with John, and it was brilliant to hear that we'd taken over 1,000 on a Tuesday night to an EFL Trophy game. So fair play to them, credit to them, because they did it, and thankfully we came away with a win.